First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions. Keep pressing forward.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Here right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Squeeze. Under team. Go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Flush to his right. Going up top for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Hey, echo. Jump. Leo.
Back to throw here. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Sam off. And
Now Kamara. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready. Mike 51. I got one. Ready. 51, Mike 51. I know. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, exit. Hey!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
An 8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go. Hey, Orbit.
2nd and 9 now. His throw incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And down inside the 15 he goes. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Their first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey, Charlie.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Crunch. Hey, foxtrot.
Mike 56. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, they scared.
Leo.
He'll drop to throw. This is caught. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They come out here in the I. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off, the decision to go for it.
Let's go, let's go. On the set.
47. Check, 47.
Rock it. 5.
They'll run forward Tariq Cohen, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
There we go. That's the touchdown. That's it. There you go.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bears 7, Saints nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
At the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check 24.
X3, 218, chopper. Rush in. Hey, Sam off. Get it.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Oh, here we go. Oh. 31. Smooth. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to
General West.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. 31's the mic.
Back to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there, good for his Saints first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Shit, shit, shit.
'61 Matchbox Lights.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Jam, 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 jam.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check 52. Kill, 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 kill. Buzz, buzz.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard. Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
A 53-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 47's the Mike. 47's the Mike.
2nd and 4. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Let's go.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the Sports halftime.
On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
All y'all fools my sons. Bag of off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving mad and blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, mad in time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Got it?
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, boy.
Recon, 132 fighter.
That's the way. Show it.
Get it.
They'll try to counter here. Cohen. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Delta.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
Looking to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 60 or.
I can't believe they even let you play. Bang, 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 bang.
You're out.
Check 4, check 4.
Sneak grip.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Gone. Blue draw quarters. On the ball. Ready?
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Hey, check Mike 6. Hey, Haywood.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that. And Kamara has it stripped, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Hey, wahoo!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Check Christian, Travis. Stand.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And this one is right down Broadway. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
At their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Set, ready? 30 base.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Check 13. Check 13. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Get it.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go, go.
Check Mike 6, Mike 6. Right here, right here.
Now.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cullen, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ready, go. Topper, topper. Hey, Echo.
7's the mic, 7's the mic. Let's go, let's go.
Now.
I got motion. Shift, watch the shift. Check.
Deep grip.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Watch the shit.
Leo.
Whip. Watch the whip. 47.
Hey, exit.
47's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike, 47. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Ready.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Hey, let's get there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
47's the mic.
Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Hey, Oregon.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Hey, Sam off.
53. Watch the run, watch the run.
Switch.
They'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kevin King with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check Mike 6. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Brought down by Khalil Mack. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bears 3. Saints nothing.
Let's go.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Clear. Get it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Look at me. Score. Now.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Go! Ready!
On first down, it's Johnson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Shoot.
80 weapons. Put up.
Like six.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Go.
On second down, it's Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans.
Big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Joker. You draw Corpus. Go. Kill. Back. Shoot.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Here we go. 8 Reed. Greystone, Travis.
On second down now, Best. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Best. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Set up, 18, Gator.
I'm on. Kill. Check nickel.
Ready. Get.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They come out here in the eye. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Three down. Check 42, man. That's good. That guy's
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Look at me. Zipper. Yep.
51's the mic.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Here we go. Shift.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. David Johnson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints have taken the lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll pitch it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second.
Right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Check, 47. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On second down, it's Cohen, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now he's going to send this one deep right, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Let's go now. 15 line it. 15 line.
Man, look, man, look.
Protein spill. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Ready to go.
Put that team on the bus.
Fire.
They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
There. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Let's get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A very solid gain of 27. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Ready.
Mike, 6. Here we go. Check.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 30 base. Put up.
Give me that ball.
Hey, high 7.
Check Mike.
Go.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Check. Fresno.
Pilot, 64, weak. Coming.
Check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. Pick me up. Here we go.
Smooth.
Mike 6. Mike 6.
Ready.
Back to throw here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
18 Gator.
Deuce. Check. Crunch.
What? Squeeze. Let's go.
On first down, Best. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
18 Gator.
Second and inches.
Squeeze, double.
At the Bears' 2-yard line.
Go.
Check the call.
They'll keep it on the ground. Best. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. What's good on the extra point? And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
They're on 26-yard line.
On the ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here we go.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Second and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
And it's third down. 3rd and 15.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check it out.
Hey, Alpha.
27 Mike. 27.
Rock it.
Level 3.
Five.
They're going to look to throw. The catch made by Miller. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Dobbins. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Central West.
36-yard line.
Hey, Sam off.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 36-yard line.
Five. Get it.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Switch it.
Now.
Back to throw. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. They'll set up the throw. It's caught. Smith. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here we go. Ready?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Slam.
80 weapon.
6 guard. Check 6 guard. Check hot route. Hot.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
They go to Johnson again. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Saints on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Two-jet bombers.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
87's getting the ball. 87's getting the ball. Watch twitch. Twitch.
They go.
They'll run on first down. Best. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Sponge.
Protein spill. Get it.
Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready to break.
Mike, 6.
Hey, Delta.
Nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Bang, 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 bang.
Check 4, check 4. Slam, slam, slam.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now Johnson. And an alley to run. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. Watch the slants, watch the slant.
Hey, 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 hey.
Motion, motion, motion. Mike 6.
Be grip, be grip.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Down.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Hey, Haywood. Bear. Ready?
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
First down.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Alert flat, alert.
Hey, Wahoo.
Kill. 47 Mike.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Tighten up. Check it back.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drop. Now he'll let it go deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Hey, stand up. Go. Look at me. Go. Get it.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Chopper. Hey, Echo. 47 right now.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Here we go. 90, go. Hey, exit. General West.
Check my 47. All day. Watch the air.
Hard.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for two there, right? Up one. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
We got this at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Mike 6. All day, baby, all day. Hey, check Mike 6. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 6.
Hey, Charlie.
Check. Hey, check Mike 6. Rip left.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Ready, set.
Mike 47.
61. Matchbox lights.
Check three. No. Hey, switch gears.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They try again with Cohen. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Pull it high. Go. Check. Hey, box truck. Shoot.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Oh, and they got someone to jump. It's 4th and 5. This could be a first down. So now it's 4th and short.
So after the penalty, that means there's a decision to be made. Do you still line up in field goal formation? Or maybe you think about running your offense back out on the field?
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Leonard Floyd. It'll go as a loss of about... Everybody.
big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I'ma pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause her like she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm copy, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, this is me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, move, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. You still at your mama crib ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining. I gotta bitch change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they pay, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get